live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Impact segment tonight, will counterterrorism advisor John Brennan become the head of the CIA? He testifies tomorrow on Capitol Hill, but some liberals don't like him because he is the director of the drone program that kills terrorists from the sky. President Obama very bullish on the drones.
These strikes are legal, they are ethical, and they are wise. The U.S. government takes great care in deciding to pursue an al-Qaeda terrorist to ensure precision and to avoid loss of innocent life.
Here now to discuss his moral dilemma over the drone issue, the co-host of 5, Bob Beckel. All right, so first of all, would you make Brennan the head of the CIA?
Not with that policy, no. Until that policy was changed, I would hold him up.
But he's the architect of the policy. He's
well,
the guy
that's a good reason then to not.
So you wouldn't vote for him?
No, I wouldn't vote for him unless that policy changed. I mean, look, they're talking about going after American citizens who, yes, are associated with terrorist groups. I understand that, but they have no evidence that they're doing anything about an imminent threat to the United States. I mean, what is that all about?
Well, the president says he has evidence and doesn't order it unless he's convinced by Brennan and others that these are bad guys.
Look, this policy said the United States government does not, underscore, not have to have operational intelligence that this person was involved in or pending.
That's not what Carney just said.
I don't care what Carney said. I know what I read
Carney's
the memo.
Speaking for the president.
Well, that's fine. He can speak for the president all he wants. I read the memo. The memo reads exactly differently. They want to say the memo is wrong. Fine. Give us another memo.
Tell the audience your interpretation of the memo.
The memo says that the federal government can use drones to attack people in terrorist organizations, including American citizens who are involved with that terrorist organization. However, and then this is the important point, they underscore, however, you do not have to have operational intelligence that this person is involved in or planning an attack on the United States.
An attack on the United States.
Yeah, but or any U.S. property.
He could be helping or something like that.
But maybe he's helping, maybe he's not. That's not the point.
Right.
He's
so
a
you
US
don't
citizen.
like this program in any way, shape, or form?
It's constitutionally corrupt.
Okay, constitutionally corrupt.
Yeah.
All right, now, remember waterboarding?
Yeah.
You didn't like that, did you?
No.
No. You were really against that, right?
I thought it was a terrible idea, yeah.
Okay, which is worse, drone strikes or waterboarding?
Well, since waterboarding doesn't kill people directly, I suppose you could say the drones are probably worse.
All right, so
they kill people, but waterboarding is torture.
Okay. So in your opinion, because you die with the drones and you don't die with the waterboarding, drones are worse. Now, remember the outcry about waterboarding?
Sure.
You know, everybody jumping up and down.
Yeah.
NBC News, I thought they were going to like melt down over there. Mm-hmm. You heard anything on NBC about the drones?
Not yet.
No.
And I don't care.
Okay.
My job is not to be here defending the NBC. If you want to pick on them yourself.
No. It's just you and me having a little discussion.
All right, you and me having a little discussion. Okay? You think they suck for not doing it? I don't care one way or another.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay,
let's just continue our chat here.
All right, let's chat.
All right, so you haven't heard anything over there about this, and neither have I.
I don't watch
Neither
it.
has my staff.
Okay.
Okay, so we haven't heard anything. But we heard a lot about waterboarding, but nothing about drone strikes.
But tonight, 4 days ahead of that hearing, NBC News' Michael Isikoff has obtained a document that comes closer than we have ever gotten to obtaining details about that secret memo that supposedly justifies this, the memo that may serve as the justification for the American government killing American citizens. Tonight, we have exclusive reporting on the contents of that white paper.
And finally tonight, the factor tip of the day, more deceit from the far left. For 17 long years, these loons have been trying to marginalize me. They failed. And even though their attempts are extremely tedious, they continue. They have nothing else to do. Now, last night I talked with Bob Beckel about the difference in analysis on the subject of waterboarding as compared to killing people with drones, a policy President Obama embraces. I put forth that over at NBC News and other media places, they were hysterical over waterboarding, but muted over President Obama's drone attacks, at least until yesterday. Immediately, the far-left machine cranked up. O'Reilly didn't say that NBC News broke the drone memo story. He's a deceiver. True. I didn't say NBC broke the memo story because we weren't talking about that. Waterboarding versus drone strikes. But once again, we have a propaganda campaign designed to make ignorant people on the left even more ignorant. Factor tip of the day, don't deal with loons. I have to, You shouldn't have to. You heard anything on NBC about the drones?
Not yet.
No.
And I don't care.
Okay.
My job is not to be here
No,
defending
look,
the NBC. If you want to pick on it yourself.
No. It's just you and me having a little discussion.
All right, you and me having a little discussion.
Okay?
You think they
All right.
suck for not doing it? I don't care one way or another.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay,
let's
sorry.
just continue our chat here.
All right, let's
All
chat.
right, so you haven't heard anything over there about this, and neither have I.
I don't watch
Neither
it.
has my staff.
Okay.
Okay, so we haven't heard anything. Immediately, the far-left machine cranked up. O'Reilly didn't say that NBC News broke the drone memo story. He's a deceiver. True. Fail.